Main leadership philosophy lies in how we care for the people, because the people are heart of reflections, and when we care for the people, they definitely return back in their very best, right? So how do we enable the people to do their best and get the best out of them? I think that's where a good leader would be born. In Reflections here, right, we run the Reflections 2.0 initiative, wherein we make sure that the people really understand the end goal of the company, right? So that they can contribute, understand and contribute towards the success of the organization. And by doing that, they will be developing themselves as well. They will be able to upskill themselves. Every day, right? It's not like, okay, we do an innovation drive and ask the people to come up with ideas, right? So the thing is, we have to make the people open up their mind, right? So, how can they think differently? Give them arenas to think differently. Give them suggestions or give them guidance on what they can actually do better for their customers, right?
Hi everyone, welcome to Reflectalks, a series of video conversations in which Reflections leader talk about their innovative services and practices at Reflections. Today we have with us Ani Sundaresan Menon, Director Delivery at Reflections. Ani brings in years of experience in customer success and operational excellence across multiple projects. Welcome to the conversation, Ani. You have led diverse teams and managed complex projects over the years. So, being a delivery head, what will be your leadership philosophy?
Okay, I think the main leadership philosophy lies in how we care for the people, because the people are heart of reflections, and when we care for the people, they definitely return back in their very best, right? So how do we enable the people to do their best and get the best out of them? I think that's where a good leader would be born. So give care to the people, support them, enable them, empower them. That will make a huge difference.
Okay, so you talked about people, so I'm bringing in the topic of alignment. So alignment, I've heard it's always a part of success. So how do you actually ensure there is alignment between your delivery teams and the company's whole strategic goals?
So in Reflections here, right, we run the Reflections 2.0 initiative, wherein we make sure that the people really understand the end goal of the company, right?
Okay.
So that they can contribute, understand and contribute towards the success of the organization. And by doing that, they will be developing themselves as well. They will be able to upskill themselves, and they will be able to contribute to that particular customer and eventually help with the growth of the customer organization. So it can be customer centricity, or it can be agility, or it can be innovation. So we ensure that the proper communications are with the teams happening. It could be an annual hands-on meeting, or a team meeting, or it could be quarterly meetings, or it could be one-to-ones, wherein we ensure that the team clearly understands what exactly or where exactly we are going to. That seamless communication and passing of the information will help the team to understand and align themselves towards the bigger goal of the organization.
Yeah. Innovation is always relevant in being relevant in this competitive market. So how do you actually drive innovation in this delivery operations?
Innovation, I think innovation has to be every day, right? It's not like, okay, we do an innovation drive and ask the people to come up with ideas, right? So the thing is, we have to make the people open up their mind, right? So, and how can they think differently? Give them arenas to think differently. Give them suggestions or give them guidance on what they can actually do better for their customers, right? So when we give that platform or that stage to a particular person, and they come back with a lot of ideas. So again, talking to the team, and they might be doing innovation but without knowing themselves, so that they are actually innovating. So give that platform, arena, and that regular touch points with the team will actually help them to motivate and come back with valuable suggestions,
Okay.
which can be a very huge turning point for your customers.
Okay. So when we relate to customers, there is always thing about consistency and high quality.
Yeah.
So again, bringing back the topic of delivery head, how do you actually ensure that you continuously and consistently deliver high quality projects? And you also manage different projects. So how do you actually ensure that across these diverse projects?
Well, multiple aspects to that one. So it's not easy to make sure that the delivery goes well on time and as per the agreed schedules and the quality, right? So one thing would be to put the regular checkpoints or the quality gates, right? That is a very key thing, right? Okay. So the team adhering to the standards, that is a very, very key thing. And making sure that the team is aware about the standards and the team following the standards, that would be the first process, I would say. So set up that gated environment or a community or that makes a lot of difference. So once that is done, we need to find out areas on how we can do an improvement. It could be an automation, or it could be introduction of a tool which can actually help us to improve the quality. So setting up that to improve the overall quality also matters. Third thing would be your touch points with the customers as well, to ensure that are we listening to the customer, are we getting the feedback enough from the customers, and whether the team is actually doing what exactly the customer wants, right? So there is a lot of angles to that one. So customer would be one angle, tools would be one angle, as I said, people would be another angle. So there's a lot of things that we will have to put in place to ensure that a delivery goes on smoothly and as per our expectations or beyond the expectation of the customer.
Yeah, true. So bringing people as one aspect, in your delivery, in your operations, how do you ensure you get the top talents, especially in this competitive market? So, and when you get a top talent, how do you make sure that they are retained here?
I would give preference more to the people who are within the organization, because there's a lot of people with a lot of potentials available. It's just that we need to give them the right path and the career guidance, right? So many people, of late I've seen people coming up and say that, hey, I would like to take up this opportunity. What should I be doing, right? So what is missing is really the guidance or the path to success. So once we enable that, that would be very good for the people as well as for the company. Once the people believe that somebody is there to listen to them, to guide them, I believe that they will be loyal to the organization, stick back with the company for long as well. So that's it. At times we may have to go and get people from the market as well, but when we go and try to get people from the market, we try to find people who has that growth mindset, who like to join a company like Reflections. We are small in size, but we are a growing organization. So we try to find people who has got that growth mindset, who's ready to come and contribute to the success of the organization. So rigorous interview process, referrals is a good means wherein like-minded people coming in and working for us. So that's the secret. So you like to retain people within Reflection. So do you foster leadership within them or within your team? So how do you actually foster those skills here? We do actually. So there would be people who have the passion, right? So a leader is not somebody who we will say that okay, this person is a leader, right? The people has to agree and accept saying that this guy is a leader, right? So we will try to find the people with those particular traits. Actually, it could be a simple event which is happening, right? So who's actually leading that, right? So there could be a lot of people who will be ready to participate, but there can be only very few people who exhibit that leadership quality, right? So we try to look out for those people, and then we will try to speak to them and try to understand that what exactly is their career plan and where exactly they want to be. So those are few talents who we will try to pick up and try to nurture from the very beginning.
Okay.
And or else if somebody is coming and telling us saying that there is an aspiration for that particular person to move from maybe a tech stream to a project manager stream, what we will do is that we will do an assessment, speak to them, understand what exactly are they trying to do. Is it just that they want to become a project manager, or they really want to be a project manager? There's a huge difference in that, right? So we try to assess them, understand, and if we believe that there is a potential in that person, we'll try to understand the gaps and then educate them, saying that, or guide them or mentor them, saying that okay, you are here, these are the things that you need to do here, and we provide the offer, the support what is required to make him as a leader. And there are a lot of examples here who has been an homegrown leader as well.
Okay. So do you consider yourself someone like that, or you always had that passion?
You need to say.
Okay, so what is, you mentioned about those aspiring to be a leader. So there are a lot of people here that wants to aspire to become a tower lead or a delivery head. So what is one advice or something that you want to say to those aspiring people here?
I would say if you have that kind of aspirations or anything, be true to yourself and be true to your work, and speak to your manager as well. Don't hesitate to go and talk to your manager. If you need help, ask for help, and figure out where exactly you are and where exactly you want to be. Because there could be many things that is unknown, or we don't know, like today I am a project manager, I want to be a delivery manager. What exactly does a delivery manager do, right? So the first point would be to understand what that role, what are the things that is qualifies for that particular role, and by self-evaluation and figure it out, say that what is that gaps that is there, right? And obviously you may need to seek a mentor. So find a best mentor would be the first thing. In my career, I had a lot of mentors who has been helping me to bridge the gaps and make sure that I learned these and try to. So you need to get the opportunities as well to exhibit your talent, your passion. So finding a mentor would be a great thing, and that mentor can actually help you to bridge the gaps. That would be my advice.
I've known a lot of people with the skills and talents, but I feel that there are a lot of people hesitant to actually show it. So in that case, what do you say to them?
If you're hesitant, you can't be, right? It's very difficult unless you have a very good manager who can come and pick you and identify, saying that okay, you have talent, hey, come here, or come on, I will help you. But if you don't speak up, it will be very hard, I would say. So don't hesitate, because it's your career, it's something that you want to do. No harm in discussing and seeking help from somebody, and I don't think that's going to do any harm to that particular person. So speak up, and if you want to be a leader, you need to speak up. If you can't speak up, then you can't be a leader. So that's a simple thing.
Okay, it can be a motto, I suppose. Okay, now coming to, is there any risk in managing, or have you faced any risk in this multi-vendor environments and so on?
Not especially with multi-vendor, I would say, because we see or experience risk every day. Right? So there could be a resource who's working directly with a customer who doesn't perform, right? So it's very hard for us to do the micromanagement. That's where we have to empower the team and make sure that the team is equipped and have got all the required knowledge to do the work, right? And then constant, I won't say constant monitoring, but you need to, that's where the guardrails comes in picture, right? Wherein you need to ensure that the team is, or the person is able to do that work, or the team is able to do the work, and then the customer relationship also matters. So if you have a good relationship with the customer, then you can have the discussion, turn things around. So there will be a lot of risks, so there are a lot of unknowns as well, so we need to plan ahead of time, look at all the possibilities of what potential issues can come, and then take this forward.
Okay, coins are always two-sided. You mentioned about the risk, so throughout this journey, is there any memorable moments or something that you want to share that actually reflects your team's capabilities, or something that excites you?
There could be cases. One of the cases I would say might be, let's say, there was a customer, maybe we said that okay, we should be able to do certain things at this particular point of time, and then later on customer wanted to advance the release date due to their priorities, etc. Right? So it might be a very difficult thing, but it's not unachievable. So we can speak to the team and then get the support from the team. Maybe the team have to spend an extra weekend, etc. But the team would be happy to do that when we say that why exactly are we doing this one, right? Nobody is forcing any of the team to do so. Say that we will tell the team saying that, this is what the customer wants. What is your suggestion? How can we help the customer, right? And automatically the team may say that, or will say that, okay, let's spend some extra hours, or let's spend on a weekend or a couple, and then try to do that, right? Rather than asking the team, hey, you need to work extra hours or work on a weekend.
Yeah.
That's the biggest difference that comes when you as a leader, right? You tell the team what exactly is the end goal that you are working out for, and the team automatically decide how they can help each other and reach the end goal, than saying that we need to put extra hours to reach that goal. Let the team decide how we can achieve the target. So that's a big difference.
Okay. Looking ahead, what is something that excites you, and what is next in delivery operations at Reflections?
I'm expecting a lot of growth in Reflections. Reflections has been growing. It's been 2 years for me in Reflections, so I've seen Reflections growing, and I'm excited about the growth journey within Reflections. There's a lot of new geographies that we need to conquer, a lot of new customers coming in our way. So how do we, when we grow, we are at a particular level, we are expanding, we need to make sure that we do better services than that we are providing today. That would be a real challenging goal. And how we can, being a delivery head, I want to ensure that the customer is happy with the delivery, and the teams are also able to cope up with the new expanded geographies or customers, etc. So that's an exciting journey ahead for Reflections.
Yeah, it's actually very inspiring to actually hear the leadership, innovation and collaborations all coming together in this delivery ecosystem. So wishing you and your team continued success as you shape what's next for Reflections.
Thank you, Sneha.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
That was Ani Sundaresan Menon, Director Delivery at Reflections, who shared his perspectives on leadership in delivery, team alignment and innovations in operations. Meet you at another episode of Reflectalks with another expert. Thank you.